Hey, family. Ooh, that came out crazy. Hey, family. It's a big bald headed sister, Action Jacqueline. Good afternoon and welcome to the live stream. It's the Ball Girl chat room slash Ball Girl newsroom, and we're here discussing Bald Girl stuff. And I thank you if you decide to land on this channel and hang out for a while. I'm going to do my makeup and have a little conversation with you guys about influencer culture and how it has affected the bald girl community. And of course, I'm not a spokesperson for the bald girl community, so if I get things wrong, I apologize. I haven't landed across all the bald girls online, so I don't really know what everyone is talking about. I just know that when influencers started to review wigs, I don't know, like maybe 10 years ago, 12 maybe years ago, I was so happy to have a place to go, so that I could get detailed information about wigs, right? But then it took me a long time to realize that these influencers are paid for their reviews for a large part, and a lot of them are not bald. So they don't have the same incentive to tell the truth as a bald girl would. So they might say something is fantastic when it really isn't fantastic, or that they're obsessed when they're not really obsessed. You know what I'm saying? And I think that influencer culture has not been very good to us. And I'm not saying that influencers are bad people, they're just earning their money. It's just I had this idea that social media was going to really help me on my hair loss journey, and I don't know if it did or not. I can't think of anything that has really improved in my wigging since social media came about, except learning how to bleach bathe a human hair wig, which was a phenomenal thing, y'all. That's something I learned online on YouTube, probably 10 years ago or something like that. And when I was heavy into human hair wigs, it really changed my experience as a wigger. You know what I'm saying? Because it just makes wigs last longer to bleach bathe them. But I also didn't know that even bleach bathing hair has its drawbacks. There's a whole lot of things that people don't talk about online, and it's because there's just a dearth of information. Bald girls don't like to come out and show themselves like me and talk about their alopecia for some reason. And the ones that do, that I don't know, maybe the algorithm doesn't put them in front of me or something. Like, I can't find them. I see a few, and I think nowadays, because TikTok came about, right? TikTok came about and really changed things with the way that influencers have to portray, like come across. You got like 3 minutes before you lose your entire audience. So you got to get everything in quick, and it's become kind of like more like a fun thing. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been making short, like tutorial reels, 3 minutes or less, just to show you guys how to do some things that maybe you don't know how to do, because I know that you only have like 3 minutes before you lose your audience. So in those 3 minutes, you can only talk about so much. Can't really blame them, but one thing for sure is that influencer culture has made me feel like wigs, I could get a magic wig. Like, I could get a magic wig, right? You see all these ads, You Nice Hair. The one that keeps flooding my timeline now is Ishieri, I think it's called. Forgive me if I said that wrong, but apparently they have a location. Sorry, y'all. Apparently they have a location. I knew I heard somebody. Where's that? Apparently they have a location here in Brooklyn, so I think I want to go visit that place because I like to touch and feel a wig before I buy it. Yeah, but I mean, everybody's talking about how great these wigs are. Then you go and you buy the wig, and then it's not that great. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is going on? Anyway, I said that all to say I bought a new wig, y'all. I bought a new wig. I have not unboxed it yet. And I bought it used, just like I did the last one. You guys remember my $3,500 wig? I love saying that it's a $3,500 wig, even though I didn't spend $3,500 on it. Oh, one Kinton. Even though I didn't spend, $3,500 on it, I got it for like 500, a little over $500. I like to brag that it was, $3,500. But even that wig, I bought it and it freaking ripped in half after the first wash. I was able to fix it, so it was salvaged. It's still workable. I still wear it. But yeah, there's no such thing as a magic wig. So I think it's real important for us to say, like, identify and share with one another the best companies for a specific thing. Like y'all know, I am a blonde. I do the blonde thing often. So that right there was a challenge because I didn't know that blonde wigs were so different than brunette wigs, which is what I wore for like the first, I don't know, 30 years of my wig experience. But after after some time, I realized that, and I don't even remember the point I was just going to. I just got to get this makeup on, y'all. How's it going, Wanda Quinton? Hey, thanks for joining. Is there something else up there that I'm missing? Y'all, I'm missing some weird things. Okay. And Coaxy No Way says, do you also shave other parts? Coaxy No Way. I don't shave. This is just how my hair grows. I don't grow hair, so fortunately, I don't have to shave. It's just like this. I'm gonna put on a wig in a few. I do live my daily life in a wig. So in a minute, I'm going to unbox a wig if you'll stick around. But y'all might not like what I got because I haven't even opened it yet, and I bought it used on eBay the same way I did the $3,500 wig. I don't know. I'd rather, when it comes to buying wigs, because I have been shortchanged so many times. I have bought so many wig lemons that I think I would rather know up front that I'm gambling than to believe that I'm ordering a wig and it's going to be great. You know what I'm saying? And back to what I was saying before, I think it's important if we start like really sharing what our trusted brands is and for what. I'll start by saying my favorite brand, and I don't want to say it anymore because they don't sponsor me. And I think it's time. I think it's time for my favorite wig brand to start sponsoring me. To be fair, they had reached out to me once before a very, very long time ago when my sister's kids came to live with me, and they asked me to like take a video of myself wearing the wig that I had, the one wig that I had. But I mean, at that time, y'all, I was juggling 5 kids and my wig wasn't the newest. And I was like, and I told them that. I told the company that I'm referring to that the wig I have is not in the best condition. And they were like, well, do it anyway. And then I sent them the one I did and they just ignored me because the wig really was not in the best condition. If you know anything about wigs, you gotta stay on top of your wigs, otherwise they get old quick. And as the title says of my live stream, bad wig days, they are amongst me. They are amongst me. And you know why? It's because I am starting to wig differently as of recently. So last year, I put myself on a budget. The budget was 240. Well, last year it was 200 and yeah, $240. I don't want to get too deep into it because I talk about this all the time. But last year it was $240 per month that I was allowed to spend on wigs. Now that $240, I didn't have to spend monthly. I could amortize. It could either be amortized to $240 a month, or I could just buy one wig for, what is it like? What is that equal to? Alexa, what is 240 times 12?
240 times 12 equals 2,880.
Or I could buy one $2,880 wig or 2 wigs for half the price. You know what I mean? But I was doing 3 wigs per month. No, 4 wigs per month. Isn't that a lot? That's a lot, right? Very wasteful too. I was doing 4 synthetic budget-friendly wigs per month. So I was ordering from brands like Outre and Sensational. Those are my 2 budget-friendly favorite brands. Those are the two brands I go for mostly, but I'll also go for other brands. But anyway, I was ordering those wigs, and they only last, like, they only look good, in my opinion, for about a week before they start going limp. Now, these are synthetic wigs I'm talking about, right? They start going limp. The hairs start to clump together. It starts to look extra shiny, sort of greasy-ish. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to have beautiful hair all the time because influencer culture taught me that we can have beautiful hair all the time, even though I think that's a lie now. And that might be a lie that I told myself based on the fact that I see so many videos of people unboxing these fantabulous wigs, right? But then you gotta think about it. Like, if the wigs were so fantabulous, why would they need to be unboxing new ones every other week, right? Every week they're unboxing a new wig. It was so great. What happened to the last one? What happened to the last one and you never see them wear them twice? So, I think I was lying to myself a little, thinking, oh, that's going to be the wig that lasts me forever. How long does the wig last? Oh, it could last you a year, 2 years if you take good care of it. Can anybody in the chats tell me if you guys are keeping wigs, wearing wigs for a whole year, like the same wig? In my lifetime, I think I've known maybe 2 people. That's not true. My first wig lasted me a whole year. I was 12. I had no income. Okay. It was my parents, who were immigrants, who bought me this very expensive, at the time, it was a very expensive wig. Um, and they only had enough money for one wig, so I worked for a whole year. And yes, my hair looked shitty just every day. Like every day, I thought, I feel like some days I was able to get it to look really good, but most days I wasn't. So in general, my hair was basically just not looking its best. And I think that's why I'm here to tell you guys, to ask you guys. I'm going to ask you guys to look around. When you look around at the girlies who wear wigs regularly, see how they're wearing their hair on a daily basis, not just when they're going out, partying or to a dinner or to a wedding, but on a daily basis. What are these girls' hair looking like? And I think you'll notice that most of them are wearing some sort of head covering most of the time, like a head wrap, a head scarf, or their hair just doesn't look that great all the time. There are days, but I mean, I'm like I said, what do I know? Nobody's going around walking around saying, "Hey guys, I'm wearing a wig." Nobody does that, right? So maybe there is somebody whose wig looks impeccable every single day. But I would imagine they're spending a whole lot of money, way over $240 a month. And at some point, you do have to put a cap on your spending, right? Otherwise, you'll end up in a poorhouse just so you can have nice hair. Like you'll be the flyest girl in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I want that for myself anymore. There was a time when I think of 1 year, and I talk about this quite often, but 1 year I spent about $8,000 on wigs in 1 year. $8,000. And I don't even have those wigs anymore. That's the best part. Like, I didn't even like the wigs after a time. I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but it's just a thing. It's just one of those things. So, head coverings. I hate head coverings. You know why I hate coverings? I actually had a bad experience in high school, and it stayed with me forever. I had this horrible teacher. And do you guys, if you're from my high school, I do have a lot of friends from my high school who follow my channel. This is not working well today. What is going on? But if you guys remember our was she the principal or the vice principal? She might have been the vice principal, Mrs. T. I'm not going to say her whole name, but if y'all know who I'm talking about, then you know her, okay? Mrs. T from our high school. She was a troublemaker. I mean, and I mean in a very bad way. I right after I dropped out of high school, yeah, I ended up dropping out. I did finish. I did go back and get my high school diploma, and I even sang at my graduation. And I'm not a singer, so it was funny. But she I will never forget her because she's the reason why I don't wear hats or head coverings nowadays. You know, in high school, in schools in general, kids are not allowed to wear hats. Um, and it's something I've never revisited, but I think I want to start a petition allowing kids to wear hats. And I understand why they put this rule in order. Um, Kids get out of hand. They'll end up wearing like a 10-foot hat, you know what I mean? Or some big ass hat or gang affiliate hats or something like that. Kids will try to get away with anything. So I understand why they put it in order. But the rule is no hats allowed without a doctor's note signed by the school nurse or something like that, which really puts a person, a child, in a precarious situation if she is the only one in school allowed to wear a hat. Then it makes everybody, well, why does she get to wear the hat? What's under her hat? So anyway, this particular day, I remember waking up and putting my wig on because I told you I would be one wig a year, basically, maybe two. By this time, I was probably wearing 2 wigs a year, but nonetheless, no fun there, right? Sorry, I have a little sniffle that I don't know, summer colds, they never go away, right? Anyhow, I just could not get my hair right and I had to get to class, right? So I did the thing that people do when they can't get their hair right and they gotta go somewhere. I put the hat on, and I went to class, and there was Mrs. T about to start her shit with me, right? Jackie, you have to remove your hat. And I'm like, well, I walk up to her. I had written it down. Like, I was prepared. I walked into school because I had delayed that morning so much. I remember not having time to go to the nurse before class because I had spent so much time in the mirror trying to get my hair right. So I got to class, and instead of handing the nurse the letter, I handed it to the teacher in front of the whole class. I sit down, and she's like, Jackie, you have to remove the hat. So I go and I hand her the letter, and she reads it. And the letter is just me saying, listen, I have alopecia, and I'm having a bad hair day, and I just got to get to class, basically. And she's like, well, you have to. And so her response right there in front of the whole class after she read it, it was literally like, Jackie, you have to take off your hat. And I'm like, here's a letter. And she's like, well, you're going to have to get a note from the nurse, right? So I'm like, okay, fine. So I go down to the nurse and I get a note, come back with the letter in my hand. And this woman, now I think the dean, I think it was the dean, a man, big, tall man. He was like 6 feet 25, right? Now he's in the classroom too. I walk into the classroom and I hand her the note, and she's like, okay, go sit down. So I go sit down. And then within 30 seconds, the dean walks inside, and he says to Mrs. T, is everything okay now? Did she get a note? Like, did I walk to the nurse, and while I was there, you went to the dean? What the F, right? So anyway, Mrs. T says to the dean, oh yeah, she got a note. She's cleared. So then I feel this tap on my back, this girl, and she's like, can I see the note? Like, you know what I'm saying? Whole ass bitch. Pardon my French. But yeah, these are the things that we tolerate. And it's not just kids. It's the whole ass adults who should definitely know better. Big Boom is in the hit house. Big Boom is my bestie, y'all. Hey, bestie, I miss you. I know we haven't spoken in weeks, but I've been going through my thing. So, well, we haven't spoken in days, I should say. Me and my bestie, we never go weeks without speaking. We haven't spoken in days. Thank you for joining. But anyway, yes. She because of her, I never want to wear hats again. And it's to the point where I don't even have to think about it. Like, the thought of wearing a hat just doesn't even cross my mind. It's not like I'm sitting here like, oh, Mrs. T. I don't think about Mrs. T all the time. I just think about, like, I'm not wearing a hat because what if somebody makes me take my hat off? Or what? And you know what? I should mention this too. There was another time when I was waiting at the bus stop, and this kid who I went to class with, I don't know if he knew I was wearing a wig or not, but I was wearing a hat that day because it was cold out. Like, it was a winter hat. I put a winter hat on and I went outside to go wait for the bus, and he snatched my wig off. I don't know if he did it on purpose or what. This happened quite often. Yeah, being a kid with alopecia is nothing to F with. So if you didn't lose your hair until your older years, just know that you were a little lucky. Okay? So yeah, he pulled my wig off at the bus stop. My bestie was with me. She went and got it. She fished it from behind like the floor or whatever. Oh God. Anyway, so hats, they just don't sit well with me, but I'm I'm now coming to terms with hats and I'm realizing that hats are our friends. So I bought a few new hats. Also, I need to finish putting on my makeup so that I can put the unbox this wig for you guys. And I want to show you the wig and the listing. And I want to ask you again, like I did with the last wig, would you have purchased this wig in the same manner that I did? This wig was extra tricky. This wig is not as well, I should say, what's the word? Is not as well positioned in eBay as the last wig that I bought. Okay, the last wig I bought was new in box. This next wig I bought is not new in box. This is a used wig, y'all. And the pictures were a little funny, but I want to explain to you why I thought it was okay to make this purchase. And we're going to unbox it together. So if it's a flop, you guys get to see that too, okay? So let me show you the listing. Where's it at? 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 This is it. This is the John Renault human hair wig. Now, this is a brand I really like for human hair wigs, especially blonde ones. I don't think you need to spend John Renault money on human hair wigs if they are Remy and from a brand that you are familiar with, as long as it's brunette hair. Brunette hair is the standard. Most of the hair we get that is sold over the world, around the world, is brunette hair because it was sourced in Asia. Most hair that we get, I would say between 70 and 90. It's not unknown at this point how much of the hair comes from Asia, but it's between 70 and 90%. And the reason why it's unknown is because the industry is highly unregulated. I'm going to talk about that in the news later. Oh, there's so much to unfold when it comes to the hair trade, but it's all basically hair of Asian people, Indian people, people from all the different countries in the diaspora of Asia, right? China, Korea, mostly India, Myanmar, Malaysia, that kind of thing. So even if it's sold as Peruvian hair or Brazilian hair, it's typically just Asian hair that has been processed to look like Peruvian hair or Asian hair. Anyway, on to this wig, right? So since this is a blonde hair wig, it's a little different. It's hair that has been bleached. And when bleaching hair, if you know anything about hair, you know that bleached hair is typically somewhat damaged, a little bit damaged. Even the best bleach job is hair that has been degraded because it strips the hair of its cuticle to a degree, right? So even Beyonce, if her hair was bleached blonde, I'm sure there's a little bit of damage. It would have been healthier if it was just left in its natural color, right? Anyhow, this is the wig in this box. We're gonna unbox it, but first let's talk about this listing. I'm gonna read it with you guys. Okay, what does it say? Oh my God, do you see the pictures? Oh my God, the pictures are insane. Why would you buy a wig like that, Jackie? That's disgusting. It might be a little disgusting. Fortunately, I'm not afraid of used stuff. Y'all know I'm a thrifter. I go inside thrift stores and I be touching stuff at thrift stores and I try on stuff at thrift stores. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm human, right? I'm not scared of used stuff. I go home and I take a shower, right? If I buy a wig and I think it might be a little dirty, I wash it and then I shower. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of having a shower. Thank God we live in a place where water is readily available. Anyway, so yeah, like look at this. Oh my God. I reached out to the seller to I literally asked the seller to comb the hair. So can you just comb it out a little bit and show some more pictures? I got the idea that this seller was not the original owner of this wig and didn't know much about it. It literally could have belonged to his dead grandma, for all I know. I have no idea, but it was a man. I could tell by the way the seller wrote that it was a man. I could be wrong. Let me see here. No, well, the name is a female name. I don't know. I just got the sense that this person wasn't the original owner of this wig, right? So she really could not tell me more. And I don't even think she had the wig in her possession. That's another thing on eBay. Is sometimes they don't store they have like a storage room. Ooh, why am I fading out like that? It's weird. Hopefully that fixes itself. Okay, here we go. They have like a storage room, so they can't even go and take more pictures. So I did ask her to take more pictures. She didn't do it. And this is what I had. But let me tell you what I saw that I did that made me feel a little bit better. Okay. This is the picture that made me feel a little bit better. This one right here. Wait. Is this it? Okay. So now this is a human hair wig, right? Brand new. Most John Renault hair wigs. John Renault wigs that have human hair start at around $1,200. That's why I don't think it's necessary for you to buy one unless you're searching for a particular color other than brunette, right? So if you're just wearing natural black hair, just go with UNice. I'm sure you can get beautiful wigs from UNice and any of the other brands. My favorite other brand would be what do you call it again? Hair Vivi. That's my favorite other brand, right? But anyhow, I looked at the cap, and the cap did not look as dingy as a cap could look. Look at this picture. These pictures are insane. I often do things, and I wonder, why did I do that? Look at this. It even is that balding in the cap? Listen, even if the cap, in my opinion, even if the cap is a little baldy, I can fix that. Y'all know I'm handy. I'm handy with the wigs, okay, to a degree. So I'm not scared of that. I am a little scared that I'm gonna open this box and like bugs are gonna crawl out of it though. But I'm not so scared that I'm not gonna open it. I'm gonna open it. All right, we're gonna open it together. So yes, this person did not have. Wait, let me read the description. I'm sorry, I'm ignoring my TikTok, and that's because I can't pull up. I can't pull up the Oh my God. Are you guys still there? Did I lose you? Because I definitely didn't want to. I'm trying to pull up my TikTok my TikTok chats and I can't pull it up. So I'm sorry. So hopefully I didn't lose you. I really hope that we didn't have to restart that. Anyway, let's open up the box. Big Boom, you still there? I'm gonna open up the box, okay? Let's see. My nose is running like crazy, so I have to take a minute to blow. I'm sorry, I gotta blow my nose. I've had a cold for about a month, and that's why I haven't been live streaming as much as I like to. But I also don't like to talk about the fact that I've had this cold because whenever I say I'm sick online, people are like, "Oh, that's because she has cancer." I don't. People are so quick to judge. What is up with folks? What is up with folks? I don't know. I'm trying. At this point, I have a feeling it might be allergies. Right? Thank you for staying, Big Boom. At this point, I have a feeling that it might be allergies. But yeah, my nephew walked into the house a month ago, coughing with a fever. I took him to the doctor, got him some antibiotics, and the next day I was sick, and he was all better. He's been better ever since. I've been sick ever since. Hang on a second. Anyway, I'm not blaming my nephew. I'm not, but that is how it came to this house. Okay. Can't get it. Can't get it right. Oh. Too impatient. Too impatient. Chill out, Jackie. Damn. Box ain't going nowhere. You're right. It's not going anywhere. And guys, I'm a big bald-headed sister in case I didn't mention it. Action Jacqueline, thank you so much for tuning in. And make sure to like the live right now. Like the live right away. Don't wait. Don't wait. Even if you have only been here for 2 minutes, I promise you'll like the live eventually. So just like it now. Get it over. Share the live and jump into the chats because I need somebody to talk to. It helps a lot. Okay, so this is how they package the wig. Let me open back up the I'm scared. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared that you guys are gonna laugh at me. You guys are gonna be like, "Oh my god, what the hell did you buy?" Okay, wait. So yeah, this is the wig. This is the crazy wig that I purchased. Why did I do this? Now I'm second guessing it, but I do remember why I did it. It's because I know how to work a wig. So human hair is really like if you John Renault is really good at bleaching their human hair wigs, right? They're very good at it. It's usually high quality. So even if the hairline, because that's usually the issue, even if the hairline is a little messed up, I feel confident that I can work it out. My big concern is that this hair has already been cut in a weird way because it looks like it's been manipulated somewhat. And I did tell you guys I was going to read the description for you, right? So let's do that real quick before I open it. If I can find it. Where is that? Hold up. Hold up. I think somehow, do they like get rid of the description? I don't know. For some reason, I can't see the description now. Maybe you could tell me where I could find that. But anyway, I mean, what description do you need? Look at the hair. It really does look insane. Also, the color. Let me show y'all something. I'm a little concerned about the color because if it's really this color, that's like clown red, right? But I think that's the lighting. This is what it looks like in natural lighting. Okay, so hopefully it's that color, not that orange color. Either way, I'm gonna wear the wig, y'all. I'm gonna wear the wig. And then they sold it along with this topper that in the description, and I cannot find the description. I'm sorry for that. But in the description, it said that the topper, they're throwing in the topper because I guess the owner of the wig wore it to add fullness to the top. And I'm like, was the top not full? I don't know. I asked the person questions. She was literally just like, I don't know what to tell you. And I bought it anyway. Let's open it. Let's open it. Okay, there's the topper right there. I want to sniff it. Something made me feel like it might smell like cigarette smoke. And it does not. I don't smell cigarettes. Oh, well, that looks newish. I mean, I'm never going to wear this. I don't think, anyway. Or maybe I would. Who knows? We don't throw away quality hair. This is supposedly human hair wig. Why would I throw that away? And I can see that they cut it. So they cut in some bangs. So it's very likely that the owner of the wig cut in bangs, which I hate. But y'all know, this is gambling. This is how we gamble. Big Boom said, open the box, please. Okay, fine. I'll open the box. Well, the color is not orange. Smells fine. Let's run a comb through it because clearly nobody else did. Wait. This needs a brush. The comb won't do it. Okay, but the hair feels good. It's just tangly. Like they definitely did not even comb it, which is so weird. Okay, so right away I can see that this wig was well worn, well loved. I can tell that from the cap. Y'all see? Let me turn the light on. Ooh, that is bright. Ooh, child. Ooh, okay. I don't think that helped at all, but I think I'll turn it off. Okay, so yeah, you can. It's well worn. It smells fine. It smells new. I don't know. So me, when I take a wig off, before I stick it in a bag and never look at it for years at a time, I typically wash it because there's usually a process, like a time period before you say to yourself, okay, I'm done with this wig. And that usually involves washing it first. Before you say, I'm done with this wig, you'll try to squeeze some more life out of it. You'll wash it, you'll wear it, and then you'll be like, okay, I'm finished with this wig. I don't know what to do with it. I'm done. And then you stick it in the bag. It seems like that's what this person did after they cut. I'm going to wet it. And I'm going to put the wig on my head, and I don't want y'all to say shit. Okay, I told you. I have a shower right there. I am perfectly confident in my ability to get in that shower. So I'm going to wet it because they have these weird bangs, and I think they need some wetting. Okay. Oh, this wig. What have I bought? What have I bought? Oh, I didn't finish combing it. Wait. Where's my brush? I had it. Oh, here it is. I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared to put this wig on and absolutely hate it. Because even though I am handy with wigs, when I see a project that is like daunting, like I know there's a lot of work, I'm not quick to start the project. You know what I'm saying? Kisu Chaudhry. Chaudhry says, hi, Diva. Hey, Kisu. Thank you for joining. Your last name is Chowdhury. Does that make you Indian? We were just marveling at how beautiful you guys' hair is. We rely on your hair, us bald girls who wear wigs anyway. So thank you. Kiss2 Charger says, you look so pretty. Not going to lie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so again, I could see that this wig is well worn. So I assumed from the photos that this wig was in better condition than what it actually is. It's not exactly in as good condition as I thought, but that's okay. That's okay. Human hair lasts longer than we do. Do y'all know that? Y'all ever? I remember going to a history class, and they were like looking at mummified bodies, and the hair was beautiful on these mummified bodies that had been mummified for hundreds of years, and the hair was still in beautiful condition. And I was just like, my God, hair lasts forever. All right, let's try it. All right. I'm so embarrassed right now. Am I turning red? I feel myself turning red. And I don't even know why, because honestly, the hair doesn't even look that bad. I just find myself very nervous in this moment. What if I wasted $300? I didn't though. This wig is okay. I can work this wig. Okay, so what is this wig missing? This wig is missing rooting. That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. I've worn wigs with no roots before. I prefer a wig with some rooting, like this one. This is the wig that we worked on together the other day. It has brown rooting. It makes it look more natural. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know I don't care about looking natural at this point. I just want hair that looks nice. Natural? What's that? I don't even remember what my hair is supposed to naturally look like. All right, so you know what I'm gonna do? Well, I'm gonna wet it some, and then I'm gonna put some heat to it. This wig is bad. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do you think, Big Boom? And don't worry, Big Boom is a fan of me and brunette hair. Big Boom and I have been friends since I was 11 years old. She was first my best friend's. I mean, she was first my big sister's best friend. So this is how we met, right? My bestie was best friends with my sister, who is 5 years older than me. We grew up in Queens, New York, and Bestie lived about half a mile away from us, maybe half a mile or a mile. Anyway, she was best friends with my oldest sister. They met in high school. They both went to Cardoza, Benjamin Cardoza High School. I was at the time, I think they met in their ninth year of school, which made me probably 11 years old. And then they were best friends for about 5 years. And then my sister took off and joined the military. She joined the Marines and moved away. And Bestie and I stayed in contact, and we've been besties ever since. And y'all know this is the same sister that suffered the stroke, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's the story of me and Bestie. Anyway, she knew me when I had hair, I think. Bestie, did I have hair when we met? Because I lost my hair at 11, and I can't remember. I mean, I started losing my hair at 11. I was completely bald by 12 and a half or something like that. I don't remember. Did I? Yeah, you were best friend. You met in the ninth grade, right? Did I have hair? Do you remember if I had hair? But anyway, I had natural black hair. Um, that I know. My sister who I talk about now, her hair is like gray. She's got a lot of gray hair. I'm not doing gray hair, but that's my gauge typically when I decide what I'm going to do with my hair. Y'all, I think I like this wig. I really do, and I like the way it moves. I'm going to wash it and condition it and wear it. Wear it. Now let me know what you think of the wig. Anyway, guys, I don't want to keep you guys much longer. I do intend to come on later this evening and do the Bald Girl News. I haven't been doing the Bald Girl News lately. It's been hard for me to record at night because since I've been sick, I get really tired in the evening. So hopefully tonight I'm not tired, and then I will do the Bald Girl News because there's so much to talk about. But Big Boom says I didn't have hair at that time. Big Boom says I still love your sis. I know you do. She visited my sister at the nursing home. My sister lives in a nursing home now because we couldn't keep her. She is a flight risk. She likes to leave. So we lost her a couple of times before we decided, okay, we have to put her somewhere because we can't be watching her 24 hours a day, and we need someone who can. So she's in Atlanta with my big niece and my big nephew, where they visit her every other day or every day. So she's taken care of there, and her kids are here with me. Her middle son, her small kids, well, the ones she had later in her second marriage, are here with me, except for her middle son, I should say. He is in the military. He followed her footsteps and went to the Marines as well. So we have a Marine family. My dad was a Marine as well. I did not go to the Marines, and I cite that as I didn't go because I was bald. And I remember actually considering going to the Marines after I graduated from high school because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go to college because I had such a difficult time, being bullied and whatnot in high school. It made learning hard. So I was like, I don't know if I want to go. I'm going to go to the military. And then I started thinking about like how I'm going to handle my hair. And the conversation with myself just got too intricate. And I just said no. But anyway, y'all, I love you guys. Thank you, Bestie, for joining me. Thank you, Kisu Chaudhry and Coke Snowway and Wanda Swa, and anyone else who's here. I do appreciate having you guys here. Next time you're on, make sure that you join the chats because they make the conversation more fun. And like the video, subscribe, like the live stream, subscribe, tell your friends. Well, let me show you these new glasses that I got yesterday at the thrift, and I could actually see through them, y'all. So these are actual seeing glasses, and I can't see far. Everyone in my family has told me they're too big, but I just love an oversized glasses. Are they cute? I think my daughter told me they look like two fish bowls. Two fish bowls on my face. But they remind me of Linda Carter. Linda Carter, the Wonder Woman. But they probably look better when I wear my long black wig. Yeah, I have a really nice long black wig. I have two now. Now that I unbagged that bag of old wigs, I have two really nice long black wigs, and I'll show you guys them later. Anyway, I love you guys, and we'll talk again soon. Big Boom says Daniel likes her glasses like that. Oh, Danielle likes her glasses like that. She likes them oversized, right? Yeah, she gets nice glasses. We're talking about her daughter. You like them? Thank you. I love them, and I really like the way they. I'm sweating. It's hot in New York. It finally got warm. Sorry, y'all. I'm showing things. It finally got warm in New York. So if you know anything about New York weather, yesterday night it was like 61 degrees or 58 or something like that. It was freezing. Like I had to turn my heat on. To me, that's cold. I don't know about you guys, but when you don't have hair, you get cold faster. You know that, right? So I turned the heat on. I was so cold. I woke up today. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. All right, so I don't want to show my boobs, and I don't want to talk too much. So I want to go now. I love you guys, and we'll talk again soon. Peace.